competition of the day is JCB Racing. All 8 of our drivers will be competing against the track and the clock for the fastest time. Whoever comes out on top is going home with the first 8 points of the day. Toledo, I just have one question for you. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Keep that energy going and put your fins in the air for our first competitor, Toledo, Megalodon. For Toledo, Megalodon. We're gonna take a look at that super glue. Glued to the action replay, starts off strong, comes around that initial turn cone with really great precision, slows up a little bit down the straightaway before shooting that final turn a little wide as she crossed the finish line. That will be the time to beat right now. One competitor down, 7 to go. 12.550 is the time to beat. Let's get a little crazy with our next competitor, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Fastest time of the weekend now belongs to Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Hugged both turns nice and tight. Confident driving right there. Again, that 9.907 is now the fastest time on the weekend. Here to Sparkle Smash the competition, it's Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. For Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. One more time, an 11.595 for Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. Continuing on with our next competitor, get those zombie arms moving for Toledo, Team Zombie. That's a fun one. 10.123 for Toledo, Team Zombie. He took the JCB Racing win last night. Solid time right now. Again, a 10.123 on any given day. That is a winning time. But unfortunately for Toledo, Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco bested him with that 9.907. 4 competitors down, 4 to go. Continuing on with the master of JCB Racing, Tony Oates, JCB Ticketron. New leader new time to beat. An incredible run from Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Super glue glued to the action replay. He pumped the brakes ever so slightly around the turn cone, but this final turn was what did it for him. He was able to stay nice and close to the elevated obstacles, hugging those turns perfectly. A 9.893. With that, we now have a new fastest time of the weekend. But pulling up to the line right now, we got your hometown guy, Jackie Pawkin, Classroom Crusher. .409 for Jackie Pawkin, Classroom Crusher. Super glue glued to the action replay. I want you guys to focus on that final turn, because as he was coming around the final turn, you can see it here, he clips the side of that Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp, which slowed him down just a little bit. Still a solid time of 10.409. Continuing on with the black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger. His personal best on the weekend, but not enough to jump to the top spot. You can see Gravedigger pulling off the track, going back into the pit area. Have a feeling that means there's going to be an issue with that Monster Jam truck. Getting word that it might be a transmission issue, but we'll check in with David Mila in just a little bit to get that status update on the black and green wrecking machine. All right, we got one competitor remaining. Will the winner of the JCB racing competition be El Toro Loco or JCB, or will it be Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit? For Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit, that means your winner of the JCB racing competition, Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. With this win, that marks 12 on the season. 12 JCB racing wins in the 2026 season for Tony Oaks, representing Team JCB Digatron. He also now has the fastest time of the weekend with that incredible 9.893.
Tony Oaks taking the JCB Racing victory right here. You had the fastest time of the weekend so far, but that is also win number 12. Tony, there seems to be nothing that is stopping you here in JCB.
Man, it's awesome. You know, hats off to Fernando over there smoking fast time. I was kind of panicking in my truck before the race. I'm like, how am I going to beat that time? And that second turn almost tripped me up a little bit. We got lucky. Gravedigger, he had a smoking time going, but then his transmission let loose. That's unfortunate, but we're on top of the pile. We'll take a win any way we can get it.
And we're looking for more wins as well, because we have two-wheel skills coming up next, and that is a skill challenge that you thrive in as well. One of the most technical drivers here on the dirt. What can these people here in Toledo expect from a Tony Oaks two-wheel?
Hey, we won two-wheel skills competition last night. we are working on our 8th event championship in a row tonight. So it's no holds bar. Guys, you're about to see trucks on their back wheels, front wheels, side wheels, upside down wheels. Hold on to your butts, because it's about to get hot.
Let's get loud, Toledo. It's Tony Oates, Team JCB Digatron.
All right, so Toledo, now that you guys have a little idea of some of the tricks that you guys are gonna see down there on the track, I wanna officially get this started, but I need your help, all right? So we're gonna have a dramatic moment all together. Cue the clap video. Kicking things off in our two-wheel skills challenge, it's Toledo, Megalodon.
A beast in the water and on dirt, it's Toledo, Megalodon. Fans, place those scores now.
So MotoJam fans, this is your first opportunity to score at judgeszone.com. So scan that QR code. All right, remember that code is TOL. Slide the BKT tire up or down, click submit on the score that you feel she deserves for those two poppers. That second one showcased a lot of control, great finesse, and that vertical positioning on those front BKT tires. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you thought. A 7.579. That'll be the score to beat in the two-wheel skills challenge. Coming up next, the 2025 Entertainer of the Year. It's Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. attempt number 1 for Fernando Martinez. Puts it on the nose, kicks it into reverse, into that moonwalk, back through the elevated obstacle, down the other side. 1 attempt down, 1 to go.
Scores right now for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Some amazing combination moves courtesy of the Crazy Bull, showcasing not only great technique, but some flair as well in that process. Awesome control on those technical moves. But let's see how that translates into scores at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in for El Toro Loco. 8.506, new leader, new score to beat. Let's take a look one more time at that super glue to the action replay. Puts it on the nose, finds that balancing point perfectly, maintaining great vertical position, kicks it into reverse, pitches it on those back BKT tires, and then whoop, back down into the stoppie, back up that ramp. Again, great control. Here to Sparkle Smash the competition, it's Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash.
You can be cute and fierce. It's Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. Fans, let us know what you think. Head to judgeszone.com.
And you got Cam Sepulveda back there cheering on his teammate. Super glue to the action replay showcases that very first attempt was a popper. Second one comes around with the nice sky wheelie. Gets that pop right off of the log stack for attempt number 2. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board. A 6.479, 6.479 for Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. Mazda Jam fans, keep your attention on that video board for our next competitor. We got the zombie handstand, shuts off the truck, fires it back up again, digs it into the dirt, pops it back out for attempt number 1.
Zombie! Fans lock in those scores.
The Zombie Pirouette, something very unique to Brandon Telechka in Zombie. That super glue to the action replay showcases that first attempt with a nice popper. But that second one was truly the showstopper there. Balances it on the nose and then goes ahead with that pirouette right there. Slow motion, brings it back around for almost that full rotation. Impressive stuff. Let's see though, was it enough to jump to the top of the leaderboard? Score to beat is El Toro Loco, 8.506. The score for Zombie is so close, 8.500, 8.500, close, very respectable score that's gonna put him currently in second place in our two-wheel skills challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Put your hands together for Ringling Bailey Circuits. Chelsea Van Cleve ended it strong with that awesome high-flying sky wheelie. You can see it there on the super glue to the action replay. You got a couple more seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com for Chelsea Van Cleve. Oh, and we got our favorite Robo-Pup down there on the track, little Bailey Circuit herself. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board. A 5.718 for Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Continuing on with our next competitor, he's a U.S. Army veteran. It's Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron.
is BKT overall champion. Give it up for Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Fans, lock in those scores.
He's pumped about that one. You see him down there on the track. Those attempts, especially that second one, smooth as butter, Tony. Smooth as butter. Going up the ramp, through the elevated obstacle, back down the other side. Let's see how this translates into scores. Score to beat right now, Toro, 8.506. The score for JCB Digatron is 9.127. New leader, new score to beat. Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron jumps to the top. You can see those nice combination moves where he balances it on the nose and then he kicks it on the back. BKT tires. Always impressive to see the precision and control courtesy of Tony Oaks. We're going to continue on with our next competitor. He's one of our rookies this season. It's Chucky Pocking, Classroom Crusher.
Chucky Pocking, Classroom Crusher. Fans, place your scores now.
And Katie, I don't know if you saw it, but his teammate Drew Slough was kind of strutting his stuff behind the scenes, cheering him on. Let's take a look at that super cool glue to the action replay. Nice combo move courtesy of Chucky Pocking, Classroom Crusher. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. There he is, Monster Jam fans. Show your hometown guy a little bit of extra love from right here in Ohio. And now let's focus our attention up there for scores. 8.313, 8.313. That's going to put him currently in fourth place in the two-wheel skills challenge with one competitor remaining. David Mila behind the scenes right now. A couple of technical difficulties, but we'll get the story from David during halftime. But right now in the tunnel, the black and green wrecking machine back in business, ladies and gentlemen. Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. solid balance and control for attempt number 1 from Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. 1 attempt down, 1 to go for our final competitor in the 2-wheel skills challenge.
Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, yesterday's freestyle winner, looking for that top spot here in 2-wheel. Fans, place those scores now. Tell us what you thought.
It all comes down to this, our final competitor. Was that enough in your expert opinion, Monster Jam fans, to take the win? Remember, currently in the lead, we got JCB Digatron's Tony Oaks. That super glue to the action replay showcases, he slides down the ramp, puts it on those side BKT tires, back on all 4. But remember, you guys got all the power. Score to beat one final time, JCB Digatron, a 9.127. The score for Gravedigger is, by a hair, 9.070. Second place, your winner, continuing on with the hot streak, Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Carried the momentum from the JCB racing competition and brought just such finesse to the 2-wheel skills challenge. Each and every week he ups the ante with those combination moves, with that control. And David, I said this before, but it was smooth like butter, David. Smooth like butter.
Unbelievably smooth. Tony Oaks, yet again, another competition going down to the wire. Weston Anderson and Gravedigger bringing it, but Tony, you reign supreme yet again in 2-wheel skills.
Just out here riding with my friends, man. Just out riding with my friends. Man, we're on track to take number 8 in a row, man. It's so awesome to be up here. The guys are so skilled, man. In order to bring that truck all the way across, down, back up, and all the way across again in under 20 seconds, that's our time limit, 20 seconds on the nose. Man, that's a feat right there. That's the first time I've ever done it.
You had your work cut out for you for sure, but you took the 8 points. So right now, sitting on top of that leaderboard, Josh Hedford is about to hit the track, FMX coming up. What can these fans in Toledo that have never seen Freestyle Mania expect from this?
Expect the unexpected. I know Josh is the best in the world. He's gonna lay out the best tricks you've ever seen, but in order to do that, you gotta be wild. You gotta be crazy. We dragged this guy out of the insane asylum just to get him here. Let's go, Toledo!
Keep it going, Toledo! JCB Digatron!
Of Monster Jam! As promised, we're gonna kick it into high gear with our superstars, our riders. Now have the opportunity to show what they have in store in back-to-back competitions. But before we get to that, they're gonna have 2 opportunities to do some practice jumps on this track before they compete, making sure that their bikes are fine-tuned, ready to go, that they get a feel for this dirt. The dirt conditions are a little clay-like this weekend. So as they're going around, they're getting a feel for the track conditions. We're getting them lined up right now. And in just a moment, we're gonna have the opportunity to meet who will be representing their teams here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. You can start seeing them getting lined up right now. So Toledo, let's meet them. We got Josh Hedford, Team JCB Digatron. AJ Roseboro, El Toro Loco. Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Greg Duffy, Ringling Daily Circuit. Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. And Scott Murray, Megalodon. Now that you've met the teams, you met the guys, I need you guys to make sure that you got those smartphones out. These are the social media moments we love to talk about here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. So make sure you're capturing them in midair. And when you're going ahead and posting, use that hashtag Monster Jam. Oh, we got a lazy boy in the house. One-handed Indy, courtesy of Camp Sepulveda. And the silly salmon from Scott Murray, Team Megalodon.
All right, Toledo, it's now time for the FMX portion of Freestyle Mania. These riders are gonna hit the sky in the upright trick competition. No backflips allowed in this round. That'll be for later. Judgeszone.com is where we need you, Monster Jam fans. So here we go. Let's get loud. Let's bring the energy. Toledo, are you ready for the FMX upright trick?
David, with that energy, I know I'm ready. Put those zombie arms in the air. Wave them like you just don't care for our first competitor, Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. The first competitor means he's going to be setting the bar for everyone else that comes right after him. 8 competitors in this phase of the competition. He's coming down the ramp. Let's see what he has in store.
Chandler Hyder starting us out with a bang. Fans, lock in those scores on Judgeszone.com.
In true zombie form, that one was called the dead body. So he brings his legs to his chest and then kicks them out right over the handlebars, lays backwards. You can see it up there on that super glue to the action replay. Nice way to kick things off. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you thought. A 7.557, so that's going to be the score to beat in the best upright trick competition. Coming up next, he's ready for recess. It's Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Piloting the Kawasaki 450 bike. Every competitor has their preference. Let's see how this one fares for Drew Slough.
A nice whip there from Drew Slough. Fans, let us know what you think. Scan that QR code on the big screen right now. Head to Judgeszone.com.
Huge whip courtesy of Drew Slough. You see Chucky Balkin in the stands cheering him on. Body and bike move as one. As he goes off the takeoff ramp, you can see he literally goes almost past 90 degrees at that point on the super glue to the action replay. Scores are locked in, so let's focus our attention up there on that video board for Classroom Crusher. A 7.945, new leader, new score to beat. Up next, we got Scott Murray representing Team Megalodon. He's calling out Josh Hedford. Josh is like, go away, do your thing. I'm not looking. I think I got that sign language right. Let's see what Scott Murray has in store for all of you Monster Jam fans. Will it be one of his signature moves? Or is he going to keep everybody on their toes, keep them guessing as to what he's going to showcase here in the best upright trick competition?
Scott Murray, Megalodon, an absolute legend in the scene, showing us why. Fans, lock in those scores now.
Super glue to the action replay. The KOD, kicking it up a notch. I think that was the best extension I've seen from Scott Murray this season. So much power as he kicks out his legs into that handstand position and drops the bike down. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you thought. 8.639, 8.639. New leader, new score to beat. Coming up next, it's Josh Hedford, JCB Ticketron. All right, let's see what's happening over here. All right, the little contention between Scott Murray and Josh Hedford looking back. He's like, I got this, I got this.
Yesterday's BKT overall winning team, JCB Digatron, Josh Hedford there, fans. Lock in your scores.
Katie, there's a show going on down on the track with our riders, but there's also a completely different episode happening with our drivers behind the scenes right now, watching all of this. That was absolutely incredible. Tony Oakes is so pumped for his teammate, Josh Hedford, bowing down. He's not worthy, he's not worthy. Let's see, scores are locked in. 9.009, and with that, we got a new leader and a new score to beat. Coming up next, the black and green wrecking machine, Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Giving you a little wheelie action, some flair before he gets set up for his best upright trick. Let's see what he has up his sleeve for Team Gravedigger.
Nicely done, Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Fans, what did you think? Let us know on judgeszone.com.
Let's break this one down on the Super Glue Glue to the action replay. So he goes for the combo, goes for the heel clicker into the cliffhanger where he hooks his feet onto the bars and then fully stands upward. But was that enough to jump to the top of the leaderboard? Score to beat, a 9.009 JCB Digatron. The score for Gravedigger is... The combo is good enough to get the win! A 9.186, jumping to the top of the leaderboard with 3 competitors remain. Here to Sparkle Smash the competition, it's Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. Kylie Kent pumping him up right now. Feeling the adrenaline as Cam Sepulveda gets set up on the Yamaha YZ250 two-stroke bike, which has served him well all season long. Will it get him to the top of the leaderboard?
Smashing the competition, Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash fans. Tell us what you think by locking in those scores.
And that was the rock solid courtesy of Cam Sepulveda. Take a look at that Superman-like positioning on his body. Great horizontal plane, grabs the seat, goes into the Superman. Look, Mom, no hands. Grabs that bike one more time. Let's see, scores are locked in. 8.698, very respectable score, 8.698. Good enough for third place currently. Celebrating 25 years of that crazy bull. Coming up next, it's AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. AJ Roseboro made his Monster Jam debut just last year, but he's been riding professionally since 2021. He has a couple of wins under his belt this season. Looking to add to those wins. Let's see as he comes around the ramp.
Fans locking those scores for AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. Will it be enough to take that #1 spot?
Get those scores in. The double seat grab right there with the heart attack. He throws his legs behind his body. You can see that nice bend at the knee. Really great positioning. He holds it for a split second in the air. Paints a nice picture up there. Oh, Fernando, that's a face. Look at that. Let's see, anticipation. No, your face is great. Your face is great. That was your anticipation face. I see that. Okay, let's take it up to the video board. An 8.699. That's going to put him currently in third place. One competitor remaining. He took the best upright trick win yesterday. Can he do it again? It's Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy, a seasoned professional here at Monster Jam. He's a Guinness Book of World Record holder, the first and only person to do a double front flip on a dirt bike. So this guy's the real deal.
Greg Duffy, Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. You can see Chelsea there going crazy. Fans, make some noise and lock in your scores.
Awesome whip action there. You actually see that bike raise. Not only does he get the whip, but the bike itself goes horizontal as well. Really impressive stuff, great positioning. He actually drops out one of those legs as he's soaring through the air. Let's see how this translates into scores. Scores are locked in for Ringling Bailey Circuit. 8.797, third place. That means your winner, Noah Bakken, Gravedigger.
Taking the win, Noah Bakken. I'm here with Weston Anderson, his teammate. Weston, heel hanger, cliff clicker, whatever you want to call it. That trick that you guys made up, got to win.
Man, it was amazing. You know, I came out here, I kind of fell on my face the first two competitions. Noah, you came out here, you got the only win for Team Gravedigger. Thank you, man. You're bringing us back to the top of the leaderboard. Hopefully we can take down JCB, but you know what? We got some more FMX coming up. They're about to get even rowdier. Monster Jam fans, I need you guys to make some noise for these FMX guys. Let me hear ya!
Oh, these Monster Jam fans are definitely ready. Let's see exactly where that leaves Team Gravedigger on the overall leaderboard. JCB Diggertron still in the lead with 23. Weston and Noah right there with 20, sitting in second. El Toro Loco, AJ and Fernando, 18 points. And rounding out the top four, we got Team Zombie with 12 on the board. Okay, Toledo, do you want some more? Oh, I think you guys do. It is now time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Anything goes here. Front flips, back flips, side flips, whatever they all want to do. Judgezone.com. We need you on. Here we go, Toledo. Let's get loud. Are you ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Here to add a little sparkle to the track, we're going to kick things off with Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. I told you we were going to have some sparkle. First competitor out the gate, Cam Sepulveda, has won Best Upright Trick competition. One win under his belt this season. It actually happened last weekend. Can he carry that momentum this weekend and go for the second Best Upright Trick win on the 2026 season? Adding some crucial points to Team Sparkle Smash.
Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash, making that look absolutely effortless. Kylie there cheering him on. Fans, let us know what you think. Head to Judgezone.com.
Super glued to the action replay. It's a little bit of a hybrid between the KOD flip and the super flip based on that positioning. Nice rotation though at the end with that back flip. Let's see what you guys thought of Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. A 9.278, really great way to kick off the Best Trick competition. Kylie Kent seems happy with that one, supporting her teammate. Continuing on with one of the coolest kids in school, Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Much like his teammate Chucky Puckin, Drew got his start in motorsports when he was only like 3 years old, and now he's living out a childhood dream, soaring through the air with us every weekend here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher, representing that hometown team. Fans, you got to make your voices heard. Head to judgeszone.com.
We got the heel clicker backflip right there on that super glue. Glue to the action replay. Look right here. He clicks it, but he keeps his feet together. So normally we see the click and then immediately the feet come apart. This one, he's like, no, I'm going to hold it there for a second. Scores are locked in for Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. 8.682, second place currently for Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Let's get a little wild, let's get a little crazy with AJ Roseboro Team El Toro Loco. A lot of our amazing riders compete not only nationally but internationally as well. And a fun fact about AJ Roseboro actually spent an entire year in China competing and soaring through the air over there. And now, you know, he's back in the States representing Team El Toro Loco. Let's see what he has up his sleeve.
AJ Roseboro, El Toro Loco, Toledo. Let us know what you think. Scan that QR code, lock in your scores now.
The no-hand backflip. Look, Ma, no hands. He makes that nice rotation, and what's holding onto the bike is really true core strength and strength of his legs and hooking onto those pedals in order to maintain that balance and control on the bike during those rotations. Let's see. Scores are locked in. An 8.159, 8.159 for AJ Roseboro Team El Toro Loco. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming up next, it's Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy, he made his Monster Jam debut with us back in 2023, and he has been taking names and getting championships ever since. As I mentioned earlier, he won the best upright trick competition yesterday. Can he take the best trick competition?
Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit fans. That's something you might see at the circus, but we're bringing the action here today. Give it up for Greg Duffy and lock in those scores.
That's what we call the knack flip. So as he makes that rotation, he kicks out his back leg, swivels the hips ever so slightly to have that extension across his back, brings it back to center, and then finishes the rotation. Scores are locked in right now for Ringling Bailey Circuit. 8.222, that's a lot of twos. 8.222, that's gonna put him currently in third place in the best trick competition. Coming up next, can you dig it? Josh Hepford, Team JCB Tigatron. A little encouragement from Greg Duffy. All right, keep it moving, keep it moving. Let's see what he has up his sleeve on the Kawasaki KX450. In his words, this is the best bike ever.
It must be the best bike ever. Josh Hepford, JCB Tigatron, fans, lock in your scores.
Let's take a look at that super glue to the action replay. Nice extension, slowed it down. Tony, I think we need to see your variation on that one. We missed it. Tony, can you stand up? Let's go to Tony for a second, because we need to see. Okay, wait, there we go. Tony, go ahead. Go ahead, let us see you. Nice and oh, look how nice and elegant Tony Oaks looks. Great job, guys. Scores are locked in. Focus your attention on that board. 8.438, 8.438. That's gonna put him in third place. Let's get those zombie arms moving for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Chandler Hyder got a dirt bike when he was only 8 years old, and he has never looked back. Oh, we got the trio over there doing the zombie arms. Very nice, guys, very nice. Here he comes down the ramp.
Chandler Hyder, zombie fans. He might be a zombie, but he's bringing you all to life out here. Lock in those scores now.
A nice, smooth, textbook backflip. What I want you focusing on is the extension of his spine. He presses his shoulders back, and then a nice elongation of that spine as he makes that rotation on the backflip on the super glue to the action replay. Scores are locked in for Chandler Hyder, zombie. A 7.509, sixth place currently with 2 competitors remain. And our next competitor is bare to the bone, Noah Backing, Gravedigger. He already has the best upright trick win under his belt. Can he sweep the FMX portion? We're gonna find out as he gets set to come down the ramp on the Yamaha 450, hailing from Brooks, Minnesota. This guy has made a name for himself.
Looking for another W, Noah Backing, Gravedigger fans. Will you give it to him? Lock in those scores.
Katie, David, I need to truly appreciate how our drivers are mimicking everything our riders are doing right now with really great finesse and flexibility. That was awesome with the heel clicker backflip, both by Noah Backing. And of course, you got Weston Anderson in the stands, clicking those heels together as well. But was it enough to jump to the top of the leaderboard? Scores are locked in. The score for Gravedigger, an 8.889. 8.889, not enough to take the top spot, but good enough for second with 1 competitor remain. And that competitor, our veteran rider, made his debut with us in 2003. It's Scott Murray, Megalodon. Scott Murray has 29, yes, you heard me correctly, 29 best trick wins on the 2026 season. He's been unstoppable, but there is so much talent down there on the track. Who's gonna walk away with the win? We're gonna find out as Scott Murray gets himself set, make sure that bike is tuned up as he comes down the ramp.
Scott Murray, Megalodon, our final rider of the day. Did we save the best for last? Fans, let us know.
Scott Murray with the KOD flip. His knees come to his chest, kicks out that entire body. Look at that extension, great rotation at the end. All right, it comes down to this. Our first competitor with Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash, with a 9.278. The score for Scott Murray is... We got a winner, chicken dinner, 9.478. Scott Murray with his 30th best trick win of the 2026 season.
Toledo, are you guys ready for some more freestyle motocross? Oh, I don't know. I think we can get louder than that. I said, are you ready for more? It's time for our grand finale. All of our riders are making a train formation, one after another, flying across Huntington Center. The louder you get, the higher they go. One more time, make some noise for more freestyle motocross. These riders feed off of your energy, Toledo. We need to be the loudest we've been all day. 1, 2, 3, let's hear it! think we've got one more left in us. Fans, we gotta blow the roof off this place. One more time, Toledo. Let's get loud for our riders. Let me hear you make some noise. Toledo, give it up for all of our FMX riders.
In just a second, we're going to hear from both of our winners. Our drivers were cheering them on the entire time during both of their competitions. And now they're going to go ahead and get ready for freestyle coming up in just a little bit. Scott Murray already up there on the pod. You got Noah Bakken getting ready to revel in their win right now. David, let's have an opportunity to give them the mic and hear from our winners.
We have the cream of the crop right here on top of the pod. Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger, Scott Murray, Team Megalodon, joined by their teammates. You can see the excitement and the energy as they were cheering you on. Noah, this is win number 11 in the upright trick. This puts you far ahead of every other competitor. You are leading the pack.
I tell you what, it sure feels good to be up here again. I'm not gonna lie, that trick is so hard. I think I should start doing yoga or something before I do it, but I tell you what, we wouldn't be able to do all this if it wasn't for you Monster Jam fans. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you, Toledo. You guys are amazing.
Toledo was bringing the energy, but Noah, you brought the victory. 8 points for Team Gravedigger and number 30 on the series for Freestyle Mania, joined by Michaela. Scott Murray, man, every single time I see you pull off that trick, I am impressed more and more. Do you ever impress yourself with what you're able to do?
You know, all glory to God, man. At the end of the day, I'm so grateful to be out here doing what I'm doing at my age especially, and being able to hang with these young guys and stay on top of the box like this, man. I did not see this playing out this way through the whole season, you know, but I'm just so grateful, and like I said, all glory to the Lord, just keeping us safe, giving us the opportunity to do this, and just really chasing our dreams, and having an awesome crowd here in Toledo, just getting so loud and cheering us on, man. It's the best ever.
Very well put, Scott. This Toledo crowd has definitely been bringing it this entire event, but we still have one more competition to go. Michaela's gonna get behind the wheel. Weston's gonna get behind the wheel for Monster Jam Freestyle. What is your absolute favorite part? What are you looking forward to when Freestyle hits?
Oh man, Monster Jam Freestyle, are you kidding me? Gravedigger going off, Megalodon going off, it's the best ever. I know we're gonna be on the back watching it in the seat of our pants. I know you guys are gonna be. It's so energy filled, man. It's the best thing. It's the best part of Monster Jam. So get ready, because it's coming.
What do you say, Toledo? Get your popcorn ready, and let's make some noise for Team Gravedigger and Team Megalodon.
Go crazy! Toledo, we've reached the pinnacle of today's competition. Who's ready for freestyle?
Nice way to kick off the freestyle competition with Michaela Telechka, Megalodon, a dynamic freestyle at that. You can see the super glue to the action replay into those nice wheelies. Puts it on the nose. Got some nice air throughout that freestyle as well. Utilized not only all of the obstacles, but the full 60-second clock. So take all of that into consideration as you guys are go ahead and scoring at judgeszone.com. There she is, Monster Jam fans. Scores are locked in. A 7.280, 7.820. That's going to be the score to beat in the freestyle competition. Coming up next, I think our drivers should introduce themselves. Let's take a look.
Toledo, get ready. It's time for Sparkle Smash's Freestyle.
Yesterday's birthday girl. Fans, lock in your scores.
A 12,000-pound unicorn throwing some confetti during that freestyle run. You saw that on that super glue to the action replay. Some nice big jumps throughout that freestyle run. For our second competitor, Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. Scores are locked in. A 7.239, a 7.239. That's going to put her currently in second. Continuing on with our next competitor, she has been behind the wheel of 10 different Monster Jam trucks. It's Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit. You got our Robo-Pup Bailey Circuit already on the track doing donuts down there in the corner next to Zombie as she's getting ready to cheer on Chelsea Van Cleve. Monster fans, you guys know what to do. Scan that QR code. Some high-flying action courtesy of Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit. A couple more seconds to lock in those scores for our next competitor. Let's see what you guys thought. Score to beat is Megalodon, a 7.820. The score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is a 7.477, which means we got a new leader and a new score to beat. So Monster Jam fans, I talked about this and trackside during halftime, and I do want to remind you of our partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So this is going to be your final opportunity to go ahead and make those donations. At the end of the event, we will go ahead and crown a St. Jude Ambassador Team of the Day, and it's all thanks to you, the Monster Jam fans. So you can see right now, Team Sparkle Smash in the lead with 80% of the donations. So Cam Sepulveda alongside Kylie Kent, 80% of those donations were in honor of Team Sparkle Smash. But we got a lot more teams on the board. So we got 8% of those donations for Team Gravedigger. Again, Monster Jam fans, 100% of the proceeds goes to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So thank you guys so much for your generous donation. Right now, I think Katie is somewhere. Katie, where are you right now?
I'm out here in the concourse with a big family. We've got Chandler, crew chief of Gravedigger's family out here. So who better than to help me introduce our next driver? Fans, give it up for Weston Anderson. Gravedigger! Woo!
He's lining up with the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Hits it, flips it, lands it, puts it on the nose, gets it into the moonwalk. Continues with the wheelie back up the ramp. Monster Jam fan, this one's an exciting one.
Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, Toledo. Lock in your scores now. Yesterday's freestyle winner. What did you think?
A full throttle freestyle courtesy of Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger. About halfway through that one, he lines up with the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Hit it, flipped it, landed it. But what'd you guys think of it? Let's see. I have a funny feeling these are going to be some good scores. Let's just take it up to the board. 9.298, 9.298. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Continuing on with our next competitor, the coolest kid in class from right here, about 15 minutes down the road, it's Chucky Balkin, Classroom Crusher. talking. Classroom Crusher giving you a very dynamic freestyle run right now. 15 seconds on the clock.
JudgesZone.com, lock in your scores. Let us know what you think of Classroom Crusher.
Nice variety of moves right there with the big air in comparison to the more technical moves. Just look at that big air right off of the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp into the stoppie, showcasing awesome control. It's a lot of momentum happening all at once, and in order to stop a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, you gotta be in control. Scores are locked in. The score for Classroom Crusher is 8.377, giving you a thumbs up on that one. Happy right now, currently in second place with 3 more competitors remain. Let's get wild, let's get crazy. Celebrating 25 years of the Crazy Bull, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. And with that breakage, that will do it for Fernando Martinez. El Toro Loco left 16 seconds on the clock, but that was a very fun freestyle to watch. Let us know what you guys thought of it at JudgesZone.com. He does qualify for a score, but as you saw and might have heard, obviously there is breakage on that Monster Jam truck, so we're gonna get it back into the pits because we do have another event this evening and 2 tomorrow. So if you guys are having fun, you gotta make sure to come on back and enjoy another evening and maybe even another day of Monster Jam. Right now, show him a little extra love. Here he comes, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Let's see those scores. At 8.316, still a really good score. That's going to put him in 3rd place currently in the freestyle competition, 8.316. Now, right now, Monster Jam fans, I do want to let you know we have officially crowned our St. Jude Ambassador of the Day, and with 80% of those donations, you might have seen it before, Team Sparkle Smash. Thank you guys so much for your generosity and for all of those amazing donations to support the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. You know what to do when that music hits. I want to see the zombie arms for our 2nd generation driver, Brandon Telechka, Zombie.
Zombie fans, head to judgeszone.com, lock in those scores.
Anytime you see those zombie handstands followed by the pirouette, it's always a crowd pleaser. And the control that he showcased on that final one was actually some of the best we've seen from him on the 2026 season as far as control and balance goes. So kudos to Brandon Telechka rocking those zombie handstands and those pirouettes. Scores are locked in. Let's focus our attention up there on the video board. And 8.368, third place currently for Zombie with one competitor remaining. It's all gonna come down to this. This is for all the marbles. It's Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron.
Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron, looking like he's having a blast out there. Fans, lock in your scores on judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think.
Ending things really strong with the freestyle competition. Tony Oaks, Team JCB Digatron, you got Josh Hedford behind the scenes cheering him on as you guys are locking in those scores for our final competitor here. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. And 8.040, fifth place. So that'll do it for Tony Oaks, Team JCB Digatron. Monster Jam fans, all of this means is your freestyle winner and BKT overall event championship team goes to the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. Weston Anderson, Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Weston Anderson and Noah Bakken, a victory lap, taking the freestyle win, taking the best upright trick win, and ultimately walking away with a BKT overall event championship. Toledo, did you guys have fun at Freestyle Mania? Give it up one more time for all of your amazing drivers, 8 riders, and of course, your BKT overall event championship team with 12 wins on the 2026 season right now. Team Gravedigger breaking the hot streak of JCB Digatron, who had 7 in a row up until this moment. Man, oh man, kudos to Team JCB Digatron. What an amazing run, 7 in a row. You can see Chandler West, the crew chief of Gravedigger, down there celebrating with his team. I know his family's in the crowd. They were the ones who actually introduced Gravedigger for the freestyle competition. So really great day for the Gravedigger family.
Well, let's catch up with the winning team, winning your 12th BKT overall event championship. Weston Anderson, Noah Baca, joined here by Chandler West. You guys were unstoppable today, all the way throughout the competition. Team JCB Digatron had it going on, but you said not today here in Toledo.
That's right, not today. We had to put an end to their streak. You know, Chandler's whole family's here. He's the real hero behind the scenes. And I knew I had to go throw down and do my best I could today, and I knew Weston was gonna go crazy in freestyle. Man, what a great day. Toledo, thank you guys. I love all of you.
You held your own, Noah, but Weston Anderson getting it done and came down to the wire all the way to the last competitor in freestyle. You nailed the Morgan & Morgan backflip, and you took a victory here today. Weston, back on top of the pod.
Man, it feels good. It's been a little while. Tony Oaks, hats off to you, man. He went 7 back-to-back, whooping all of our butts. So that means that you are one heck of a racer, dude. We just took you down this time. Gravedigger is the original grave digging team out here. We were the first diggers. Thank you guys, man. Toledo, you guys rock today. Chandler, I can't thank you enough, man. You got this truck 110% ready to rip. Even whenever we fell off, we blew a transmission. This guy right here, he was behind the scenes. He had that Gravedigger truck ready to rip, and you know what? His whole family's here, so Chandler, say something to your family, buddy.
Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you, Toledo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming out. See you guys next year.
That was Monster Jam, baby!
Congratulations one more time to Team Gravedigger walking away with the win. Katie, second event in the books. How you feeling here at Freestyle Mania?
I'm feeling pretty good. I was out there with the fans. The energy was electric today. You just saw the whole Gravedigger family up there. I got to spend some time with them, so very pumped that they got to celebrate that win. And I'm not usually one to brag, but I did pick Gravedigger today, so I am officially on the board this weekend. Just saying.
We will give you some kudos, all right? Not a lot, all right? Not a lot. But no, we will give you some kudos for Gravedigger. And listen, it is always wonderful when there is family supporting in the stands. You have the opportunity to literally be in section 108 with the entire Chandler West family. They had the opportunity to introduce Gravedigger. So it's wonderful when all of those moments and those memories kind of come together here at Monster Jam. And what makes it really, really fun and exciting. And I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. On behalf of David Vila down there on the track, yeah, you see him? Do you see him? Katie Andres here at the desk. I'm Christina Moore, and from all of us here at Feld Entertainment Toledo, that was Monster Jam Freestyle.